Think pencil graphite stains on our hands, frantic searches for manila cards on Sunday nights, and after-school football or choral speaking practices. For most of us, this is a trip down memory lane. But for more than 20,000 underrepresented children in Malaysia, this is not the reality of their childhood.
The dropout rate's super high. As long as you can count, you can read, you can work in an odd job, you're done.
When it came to COVID, the students' home life is not stable. It's very hard for them to focus at school. Even worse, to focus online.
The traditional way of how we view education is just not working for them. Malaysia did not sign the 1951 UN Convention, which means that legally refugees who are here don't have any rights to education. A lot of them started community-run schools, started by the community, or it's started by a non-profit or a religious institution.
While refugees may not hold Malaysian citizenship, there are groups within our own citizenry who remain underrepresented in the education discourse.
My name is Eileen and I am an Orang Asli from Jakun tribe. Currently, I'm teaching at a secondary school where 89% of the students are from Temial tribe, with the remaining are Malay students.
The Orang Asli subgroups in Peninsular Malaysia make up only 0.7% of the population of the region, rendering them a highly vulnerable minority, often overlooked in national policies and public discourse.
I actually wanted to figure out why the dropout rates were getting higher every year, and it was mostly because of the students' kampung were quite far from schools and it was not really accessible for them.
You can have 7 people in a 1-bedroom apartment. Teenagers sleeping on the balcony. The house is too hot or they just don't have enough space. So you imagine you're studying in COVID situations. All these kids in the PPR community, the B40s, are especially vulnerable. These are the people that fall through the cracks. So then RT comes in to try and at least supplement what schools are already teaching. So it's meant to target learning losses, especially after the pandemic.
We're a non-profit organization that actually supports these alternative learning centers. Because we see these gaps, right, of how limited their resources are, manpower, especially expertise, knowledge, right? And so we're trying to build advocacy towards bringing more support towards refugee schools.
I work at a community learning center for about 6 months. These centers were initiated in kampung that didn't have access to early education. The concept is to have the elderlies in the kampung to help students aging 5 and 6 years old to be ready for standard 1.
Personally, I feel like I need meaning where I'm able to actually directly impact people's life.
You realize they actually have a lot of potential. They have certain strengths. They don't realize that potential, or they didn't have anyone to guide them to use their potential or strength properly.
I think I was a bit angry that there's this whole community and nobody's doing anything about it. Yeah, it's really hard to work with the community. I'm like, yeah, which is why more of us should be in it, right?
What are your hopes for the future of refugee children in Malaysia?
That they get the rights they deserve.
I hope that people understand that different tribes actually face different challenges. Any kind of help will be less impactful if they treat all Orang Asli the same.